you need to do to begin learning is to relax. And then I look overall at this and I think, does everyone have a fair job within this? And I think, well, for the easy group, using it takes discipline. And that's not always easy. And for the ouch group, relaxing, well, it's easy to tell someone to relax, but relaxing is not always an easy thing to do. So that too takes work. The ones with sort of an easy ride here seem to be the ones in the middle, who find it okay and all they have to do is follow along and participate. So I decided to give them an extra job. And it has two parts really. One is to try and keep a smile on their face, and participate and go along with things, but also, and the second thing, to keep an eye on these other two groups so that if they're working in a team and there's somebody from the easy group working with them, and, the students are getting stuck, this middle group person, okay group, can turn to that person and say, hey, you're the one who knows this stuff. I think, what do you think here? What should we do next? Take charge here. So they can kind of motivate them to use what they know. And when they see one of their friends over on the ouch group freaking out or going crazy because they just failed another quiz or activity and they're getting frustrated, they can say, hey man, relax. Remember, that's your job. My job is to tell you to relax. And you gotta relax, take it easy. You'll be okay. And so that's their extra job to do. And then at that point, what I do is I say, look, I told you at the beginning, we can go on with no strategies at all. And I, as a teacher, I can't really predict necessarily what's going to happen with us as far as how much we're going to learn. But what I can say is if we do follow these strategies, if we agree to have these three different roles, kind of respect that there's different people in the classroom, what normally should happen is that this easy group, while they're using it, they'll continue to learn. The second group, you'll be participating and you'll continue to learn, but the curve that you're going to follow is going to start to approach the first group because you're interacting with them. So naturally, you'll start to approach their level of what they can do. And this third group, our ouch group, well, you might start off pretty slow there at first, but because you're relaxed and because you're in this environment, you just naturally will start to move in that direction. You might not learn as much as the others or get as high as they will or go as far as they will, but certainly you'll go much further than where you started the course, being in this environment. Now, at that point, I have a vote, and I just simply say, well, who's interested in taking this group approach to it? Certainly, I'll help you and give you strategies along the way, but I just want to make sure that everyone is, do the easy people agree to use it, and the okay people agree to participate, and the ouch people, do you agree to relax? So let's see the hands, and then we'll move ahead. And I have a vote, and it always passes, and then what I tell them is, that's great. Let's go on. And I just want to thank them and for their participation in this, and let them know that we haven't changed anything. Who we are right now is who we walked into the classroom as, except all these ideas and all these notions we had in our heads, we kind of took off and we put them on the board and we've talked about them. And now we've made a structure out of them and we've just agreed to something. We've agreed to a structure on how we're going to deal with this. And by doing that, what we've done is we've taken something that was there and would have become a problem at different times, and we've made a common agreement about it. We put it on the board, so that's going to mean that we now have power over that. Doesn't mean we won't have problems with it, but we have power over it. We'll be able to look at it objectively, and we'll be able to do some things with it. So really, we've taken the monkey off of our backs, and we've put the monkey on the board. And it's probably a more interesting place or a more comfortable place for it to be. And that's it. This is a pretty simple way to talk about differentiation of students. I've talked about it with both young and older students. And I find they all kind of breathe a sigh of relief, and at least we're accepting who they are and looking at who they are as a group, and it's a way of building, taking some of the cultural forces within the classroom and working with them. It is a way to create structure that relates directly to who the students are and their levels, and relate those levels to each other, and create some sort of strategic approach. When possible, later in the year or in the term, I try and find a time to turn this on its head by finding things that relaxed group is good at, or the ouch group, and shifting it so that everyone understands that they too have their strengths. That's it.